Okay, peace, everyone. I am back. A little bit on the tired side, but I'm here. I hope that you guys had an opportunity to see the video. I did watch the video, plus I watched another video. Zavi Zane. But I wanted to, there was so much powerful, I'm on a live. Give me a minute. Here, you might want this. Here. Okay. I did a couple of videos. I did the Minister Farrakhan's video as well as I did Zavi Zane's video. And we are living in some beautiful times in terms of our unity and our power that is being it's so evidently clear. We can clearly see it. So as a result of going through the video again, I wanted to make something, shown something that Minister Farrakhan said. They are watching. They are very much fully aware of the many of us that are moving fearlessly. It's so interesting to hear, synonymously in terms of everybody's pretty much, aware of what everybody else is doing. From the heights of, the NBA, all of these leagues, all of these genres that is owned, by Jewish people and all else that is involved, to, us as, what they would call the commoners, right? And what that energetically tells us, if you really want to look at it from an energetic perspective. Hi, Golden Sugar. Hi, Ray Star 1012. I made it back. What this is showing is that unity consciousness is breaking the barriers of social economic stances, because we back in the day we used to watch each other, and when one would show some level of conformity, then the rest of us would follow suit, because that we were still moving under the energetic wave of fear. But it's a new day, it's a new dawn, and so now we're seeing unity consciousness breaking the socio-economic barriers, from billionaire millionaires down to the commoners. So it's really interesting, and the thing of it is that from every economic status or what have you, they recognize what we're doing here on social media. The warriors that are just persistent and consistent in terms of what we're doing on a daily, however great, however small, whatever it is that comes to our mind that we're sharing with the people, in the unity of our people, into bringing the state of awareness in unity to our people. It is known. It is known. What we would, as they call us, commoners, are doing. But the beauty about what it is that I am seeing, and I think many of us are seeing, is that this level of unity consciousness is reaching new heights. It is breaking socio-economic barriers, right? And that is where you can now start to begin to define that we are now coming together, and we are the true force to be reckoned, because we're not bowing. We're getting the momentum and the strength to naturally be unapologetic And it is the momentum of that is building stronger and stronger. It was something that Minister Farrakhan had said in regards to like us, sitting at the table with them to really truly discuss what is. But then in the same breath, he also said, because what it is that we're going to be discussing is a truth that you don't really want to be revealed. This is the thing that we need to understand, overstand, family, is that for them to fight tooth and nail, right, to suppress a knowledge that the only way we're going to be able to know anything about it is that we move from within. It must be something that is so powerful beyond measure that because they are scared shitless for us to remember or find this information out about ourselves. Apparently, what is not up for negotiation to be discussed has to be a very powerful knowing, because they are fighting tooth and nail for us to not energetically move into this space, or if it is inevitable, to which it really truly is, they're doing everything that they possibly can to stagnate the progression of that knowing because of the power that it is. So if we just on that premise alone understand that it got to be something that is extremely powerful that they do not want us to know, become aware of about ourselves, that should move us energetically in spirit for us to want to know that much more. Right? That should there are those such as the Nation of Islam that study this aspect, that knows the literal side of what it is. But what's happening now is that not only just the literal side is being revealed, the spiritual or energetic or kinetic energy that comes along with that is also being revealed and magnified. And these entities that has been into this illusionary state of being in power for so long is very afraid of that information coming to fruition. But they are fully aware that it is inevitable. But as long as they can procrastinate it for as long as they can through fear, through social economic manipulations, and for those who are still attached to the material expression, they will. And that's the thing that we need to come to an understanding over, is that the very only control that they have at this particular point in time is illusionary in nature. And these energies in this state of awareness is rapidly taking that power away. So with that being said, I did screenshot an aspect of Minister Farrakhan of what he said, where it comes in part of the heart chakra, because this is the part that I want us to really, in my personal opinion, I really want us to focus on, because we have to understand that as these vibration, the energy, as the energy come to be more profound on this plane, which is metabolically changing our molecular structure, right? And allowing us to be able to house in our vessel more light. Ultimately, that is going to change our perspective, how we understand things from an energetic state of being, which is going to garner us to move us into the true state of being, which is the love consciousness, the love frequency, right? And he said something that was very, very profound, that I wanted to focus on. He said a lot, but in this part, that the reason why I chose this aspect to show you guys is because our love is our greatest weakness, right? It is because we are a benevolent being. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and whosoever shall believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. That is the God spark, right? That is who we are. That is something that is within our divinity, right? That is something that is in the Bible. Sorry about the light, family. That is something that is in the Bible, because we have to understand that the Bible speaks in allegorically, or in parables, right? With great significance of metaphysical properties for interpretation, right? And for the love that was bestowed upon us, which is connected to the divinity of us. We are the purest of love, and that is what has, was not I don't want to say it's our weakness, but it created a level of vulnerability because we are pure to the nature of us. So this lower state of being, or this lower aspect of experience, was a necessity for us to endure and have a level of expression for these now times and these now moments. But I'm going to show you the part that I screen recorded that I wanted to really make a significant point about, because as we rise in energetically in frequency, there's going to be a multitude of things that try to gain. They're going to come apologizing. Because we're going to begin to move into our power, and that power is going to have people to become humble unto us. But even with that humility that may take place in shape and form, we still have to recognize the enemy. And now, because I want to cry, now because we have had that experience in this lower state of being, in this lower expression, we can now recognize the enemy, right? They will, and when I say they will bow before us, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be on their knees. What that mean is that our energetic value is going to ascend. So our ascension is going to be at a frequency that remains higher, and there will be a dissension unto us, to which they already are in the truth. But then when the veil or the illusion is absorbed, then that is when now they will bow unto us, because our ascensional value and our raise in consciousness, right, and our raise in our state of awareness energetically and frequency, we are then now going to recognize who is who and where they are energetically. And the bow is metaphor for their lower frequency, right? In terms of who they are, is that our frequency will be that of a higher frequency than theirs, naturally so. So I just want to say that. So with that being said, let me go ahead and put the video I screen recorded the part that I want you guys to listen to, where Minister Farrakhan is saying something, and then you guys let me know what is your interpretation of what it is. Now, y'all know that my video, do lag and all this other kind of stuff, and it skips and repeats, but we're going to try to get through it. The video itself, I screen recorded, is about 4 something minutes long, near to 5 minutes long. So we're going to try to get through the video the best that we can. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and, okay. So it's 4:47.
But if you want our brothers to come and sit with your rabbis and visit the Holocaust Museum, why not let one of our scholars come and sit with them? Because we know the Torah, by God's grace. We know the Talmud. And we know you and your history. Leave our people alone. Leave Kyrie alone. Step back and see what you're unleashing. Stephen A. the other day, he didn't take up with Kyrie in the movie, but he took up that you took it too far. Some others say you buck breaking. Because you still are an old wicked slave master.
Yes, sir.
Sing for me, nigga. Don't talk, dribble, dribble. Well, we tired. We don't mind dribbling for you if you respect us for who we are. We haven't asked you for nothing more than a decent paycheck for the work that we do to make you a multimillionaire and a billionaire. Leave our brothers alone. Don't try to use what you're doing to Ye and Kanye. Ye and Kyrie, pardon me. So you can keep a muzzle on our great basketball players that have a big contract with you. When they reached in their pocket and showed me a white envelope with the things they wanted me to do if I would have their friendship. And when they say, we're going to watch you for a protracted period of time. See, we need to watch them for a protracted period of time because we have never done to you and your people what you and your people have done to us. We don't need to go see the Holocaust. We feel your pain because we're really human beings. You don't feel ours. Because to you, 1,000 blacks ain't worth the fingernail of a Jewish man. I've read these things.
Yes, sir.
You want to have a real good dialogue so we can start afresh and anew? Because the old way is not going to work. I told the rabbi and Irv Kupsinet, 2 or 3 rabbis, Irv Kupsinet, they said, well, you got your truth and we got ours. I said, it's not about your truth or my truth. It's about what is the truth. If we can agree on the truth, we can build a better relationship. Now, I think we should watch you for a protracted period of time before we admit you into our heart as a friend. But if you want our brothers to come and sit,
He said we should watch you for a protracted period of time before we allow you into our heart. Okay? What he is saying is that, right? They have been watching us, but the true watch is of them, because now the truth, which is now being revealed to the masses of us, is coming to fruition. And the truth of the matter is that we will forgive, but we don't forget, right? It is in our nature. That is our nature. And that has always been the precedence as to why we have endured as much as we have in this particular experience, this lower experience, because of who we are at our heart level. We are benevolent beings, right? But we had to go through this experience in order to recognize our enemy, right? The thing of it is that there is no merging. There is no merging, right? there is order. And when we take our rightful energetic value in the order to which it truly is, that is what they do not want to take place, because then their reign in the illusion of power will be that of no more. Right? So in essence of what it is that we are experiencing right now, no sound at all. You guys can't hear me at all. I need somebody else that knows me, that knows that I know you, to tell me that you don't have. Okay, Capri, gratitude. Okay, so they need for us, right? The thing of it is what's going to happen now as we ascend. Very good, Capri. I appreciate it. What it is that we are benevolent beings. We are benevolent beings. It is our nature to be love in our heart chakra. And as I said earlier, this is a clear and cogent, what Minister Farrakhan was explaining, this is a clear and cogent thing in regards to what he's saying before we allow them to be into our heart. We have to put them on a trajectory of being watched. They're going to have to show themselves worthy of us allowing them what we have allowed before, that has gotten us into this state of being, right? But that's not going to happen, because now we've had this experience. We've had this experience in the lower state of being, right? And they have shown themselves to be unworthy of trust, right? The power that they do not want us to know, that is divinely within our being, has to be something that is so of great magnitude, because they are doing any and everything within their power to keep us away from it, right? But then in the same breath, they also understand that us knowing who we are is inevitable. So if they can procrastinate that knowing, or us stepping into that true power, that power being revealed, that is what they're doing. But they have ran out of options, because the frequencies that are now invading this plane is taking us out of the energetic value of fear. And it was the fear that kept us in control and allowed the illusion to commence for as long as it did. Hi, the love and peace. Hey, mama. Hey, baby. So now that these frequencies are here and we are becoming activated, and we have had this lower level of expression, this lower level of experience, right? Hi, Jay Blaze. Gratitude, baby. Gratitude for your presence. Now that we have had this lower state of being in this experience, we now know that this lower state of being cannot be trusted. And because this lower state of being cannot be trusted, the allegorical aspect of bowing, they shall bow before us, simply means that energetically we shall rise above them, because we have the power to do so. It's never been us being on our knees. Or anybody to be on their knees. It is about the true ascensional order of the true frequency of the truth of us, through our DNA, through the God spark, through the frequency, through the hierarchy of energetic value. It has many names, many different understandings, but it's the order of the hierarchy of energy and the power that comes along with it. And once we become in a state of awareness of what that truly is, because it is there within us, we're just moving into or consenting to this illusion because of the fear factor, because of the survival factor, all of these low vibrational things, and the stage that has been set that we have played the role or be a part of the acting in for all of this time. So now we know the community that does not want us to know who they are, that does not want us to know who we are. Now we know. If we don't understand anything else, we know that you all are fighting tooth and nail to keep us from remembering the truth of who we are, because you know that once we step into our power in the knowing, because it already is there, then you would have to bow before us. And that's something that they don't want to do, because the bowing is that they are of a lower vibrational state and we are the true energetic value. And they will come apologizing. They will come to bow before our feet. They will. But we have had this experience in a lower state of being to know that you cannot be trusted. So what has transpired in this illusionary state will no longer transpire again, because the many of us, the more of us have had this lower state of being. So now it is genetically coded in our imprint for us to know and be and remember. So we will remember this experience. And so therefore there will be no trust of it no more. So this is why they are so afraid of us stepping into our power, because this experience has been genetically imprinted into our genome. So we will forever remember this lower state of being. That was the reason why we experienced the lower state of being. And they took full range advantage of our benevolent self, in full knowledge and knowing that we would eventually come back into our state of being. But they wanted to be in a space so much to have the power that they knew that was not granted to them. They wanted to have it so much they risked it all for just a short reign of having that experience. And now it's not going to happen again. There is benefit in terms of this lower state of being. I know that it's been hell over high waters and high waters back to hell. But when you're moving from an energetic value and you know your infinite state, you begin to understand spiritually why all things, yes, we are. I'll show you to that. And it's something that we are coming into the memory of knowing of ourselves, the power of ourselves. There was a YouTube video of a radio podcast that was recorded, and they were talking to a rabbi, and the radio newscasters was going down the many different races, and he asked the rabbi, "What are you guys going to do when the awakening take place?" And he could not answer that. He danced around it. All he kept saying was that they were the chosen, they were the true chosen, and this and that or whatever. He danced around it. He could not answer it because they know that their illusionary reign was going to end. But they also know there is also a knowing that, just like Farrakhan said. Now, for those who are just coming in the room, if you guys need me to play that part again, I will play that part. What has happened now, right? They in the beginning, because we had not descended into this value, they came in love, they came in peace, because they understood that was our true nature. Our true nature was love. We are benevolent beings. We are benevolent beings, not were. We are benevolent beings. And we fell into this experience, right? We fell into this experience. You guys want to see it? Okay, I'll play it again. We fell into this experience as a result of our heart chakra, as a result of the love, the benevolence of who we are, because we trusted a lower state of being, right? In our benevolent state of being, okay? And it got infiltrated and it got taken advantage of, right? But no more. It is done. It is over. So I will, for you guys, play that video again. Hold on, let me find it. Okay.
But if you want our brothers to come and sit with your rabbis and visit the Holocaust Museum, Why not let one of our scholars come and sit with them? Because we know the Torah, by God's grace. We know the Talmud. And we know you and your history. Yes, leave our people alone. Leave Kyrie alone. Step back and see what you're unleashing. Stephen A. the other day, he didn't take up with Kyrie in the movie, but he took up that you took it too far. Some others say you buck breaking because you still are an old wicked slave master. Yes, sir. Sing for me, nigga. Don't talk, dribble, dribble. Well, we tired. We don't mind dribbling for you if you respect us for who we are. We haven't asked you for nothing more than a decent paycheck for the work that we do to make you a multimillionaire and a billionaire. Leave our brothers alone. Don't try to use what you're doing to Ye and Kanye. Ye and Kyrie, pardon me. So you can keep a muzzle on our great basketball players that have a big contract with you. When they reached in their pocket and showed me a white envelope with the things they wanted me to do if I would have their friendship. And when they say, we're going to watch you for a protracted period of time. See, we need to watch them for a protracted period of time because we have never done to you and your people what you and your people have done to us. We don't need to go see the Holocaust. We feel your pain because we're really human beings. You don't feel ours. Because to you, 1,000 blacks ain't worth the fingernail of a Jewish man. I've read these things. Yes, sir. You want to have a real good dialogue so we can start afresh and anew? Because the old way is not going to work. I told the rabbi and Irv Cup Sinet, 2 or 3 rabbis, Irv Cup Sinet, they said, well, you got your truth and we got ours. I said, it's not about your truth or my truth. It's about what is the truth. If we can agree on the truth, we can build a better relationship. Now, I think we should watch you for a protracted period of time before we admit you into our heart as a friend. But if you want our brothers to come and sit with your rabbis and visit the Holocaust Museum, why not let one of our scholars come and sit with them?
All right. Let me say this before I forget. Every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. The thing about what Farrakhan mentioned in terms of that we allowed you to become millionaires and trillionaires based off of our talent, aka energetic value and frequency. Because we are the heavens. We are the heavens, and we allowed them to have heaven on earth. Okay? That is the metaphysical that is the metaphysical interpretations. We are the heavens. We are the heavens. And the reverse of it is that it's not them who made us millionaires and billionaires. Because we are the heavens that came here on earth and gave them heaven on earth. So the things that we need to understand is that they didn't do us any favor. If anything, this is what Farrakhan is saying without saying. Because this is the part that they, as the Jews, do not want you to understand, because it's the illusion of powers. We are the heavens. That's why every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Because we are the heavens that descended on this plane and gave them heaven on earth. Okay? We allowed them to become the billionaires and the millionaires off of our energetic value, because we are the heavens. See, this is what they don't want us to understand, overstand. Because that is the true shift of power, when we realize who we are. We are the heavens. Farrakhan said, all we asked you to do is just to pay us for what it is that we were providing to you. See, it's not them doing us a favor. It was us doing them a favor. We brought heaven to earth. Otherwise, they would have never had the experience, by no form, shape, or fashion, had we not descended into this value to allow them the opportunity of the fallen, or those who could not reach the heights energetically, vibrationally, and in frequency, to have their version of what heaven is. So being that we are the love and the love vibration of benevolence, we brought heaven to earth. We brought heaven to earth. Now, as I grow more into my state of awareness and my state of being, I am becoming one with myself, and that is the truth that is going to set me free. Every knee shall bow. Every tongue shall confess. And only for the fact that that shall commence is because when we get into our true state of knowing who we are, to which it's happening. It's happening. In real time, it's happening. Know thyself, family. Who he's talking about that said about the buck breaking, that was Nick Cannon. And mind you, Nick Cannon got into a lot of issues when he had Professor Griff on his show. When they start talking about the Semitism of Nick Cannon. And at that time, we were just moving into the conversions of the energies. And they took a Wild and Out show, they took all of that away from him. He is aware. He went to the studio, him and Kiara Sherd, which is the daughter of one of the Clock sisters, went on frequency wax and said no weapons, and sung a song in high vibration, because he needed that energy to voice out into the universe. No weapons formed against me shall have any prosperity. He created a song in frequency of no weapons formed against him shall have any prosperity, because he understood what he needed to do to reach the universe in the density of what it is that he was enduring as a result of these same people. Right? But understand who you are. And I'm not going to stay on here too long, because I want you guys, I want this to marinate. Right? I want this to marinate. We are the heavens. that came here on earth, that gave them the ability to experience heaven on earth. You have always been the true hierarchy of power. And like Farrakhan said, it is your truth, my truth, but then there is the truth. And the truth is, every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. That is what we're going through right now in this age of Aquarius and the revelation of what truly is. We are now seeing ourselves stand in our power. We are now seeing the truth being revealed fearlessly. Fearlessly. Now, you may have many that will probably have some level of refute, because you got to understand that there are so many different versions out there, right? To hoodwitch and bamboozle. But I am one to move from within. I am one to move from within. I am one to move from within. We gave them heaven on earth. And this is the thank you. This is the gratitude that we got as benevolent beings. Beings that come from the true authenticity of the love vibration. So when Farrakhan says it's going to be a minute before we allow you to be into our heart space, ain't got nothing to worry about, because we have had this lower state of being that is encoded into our genetics. So we know this state of being. We know the deception. We know the lies. We know the manipulation. We know what you are now capable of, even when in our benevolent state of being, we brought heaven on earth so that the lower state of being could experience heaven. Blessed are those that are pure in heart, for they shall see God. This is why they want us in the love vibration so badly, because they think that once we get back into this love vibration, we are not going to have any recall or recollection of this lower state of being. But the purpose of us allowing ourselves as benevolent beings to experience this, so that we could have recollection of this. And once we move back into our, because they knew that this was temporary. They were fully aware that this would be temporary. They were fully aware. There are many facets to this spiritual journey. There are many facets to this spiritual warfare. But blessed are those that are pure in heart, for they shall see the God that is within them. Overstand that we are the heavens. And we who are the heavens brought heaven on earth. So when they made us think that they made us billionaires, no, we are the billions of stars. We are the trillions of stars. We brought the heavens into this paradigm. And it is us who made them billionaires. Remember, I told y'all, I said, we the true billionaires. Billionaires are a state of illusion. It's for them. I told y'all that without even knowing. But it's coming full circle. It's coming more clear. And once we stand into our power and this knowing, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. I want you guys to take what I've said here, and I want it to marinate within your being. Hopefully, what I've said here has put you energetically in a space of power. Because of your benevolence, because of the blessed are those that are pure in heart, the purity of you in that benevolence allowed the fallen to experience heaven on earth. But they got greedy. They got greedy. They wanted to, it felt so good. We made it felt so good to them. They wanted to hold on to it for dear life. They didn't want to let it go. There's no way I can let this go. There's no way I can let this go. We got to find a way to hold on to this life, to hold on to this experience, because, this they didn't want to let it go. Yes, those who have eyes will see clearly. But what I'm putting out there to this community, that it is coded within our DNA, this low vibrational state of being, and all of the experiences that has commenced as a result of this expression. So we are fully aware of this lower state of being. And for that, it's done. No recovery. There's no recovery, because we are aware. We have experienced. We have expressed. It is a part of us now. But in our essential value, even through this lower state of being, the purity of us is that of benevolence, is that of love, is that of the heavens. You are a walking heaven. Understand what I'm saying to you guys, people. The reason why they don't want us to know about this power is because once we become into our space, especially with have experiencing this experience in this lower state of being, they know that it's done. The betrayal is too deep. We came in love. They came and became malevolent because they were not us. They could not have created this world themselves. We were given something, however the story goes, because listen to me, there's a multitude of stories out there. There's a multitude of stories out there. But however the story goes, we were given something that created heaven on earth. I don't care how the story go. I don't care if it was a petri dish. I don't care if I don't care. But whatever it is, we bestowed the ability to create heaven on earth. And let me explain something to you one more again. We made them billionaires because we are infinity. We are infinite beings that gave them heavens at this lower state of being. Now, if that don't shift you into your power, I don't know what will. Because the benevolent side of me knows that that is something that we would do. The benevolent side of me knows that that is who we are at the core of our being. We are the purest of love, a love that cannot be uttered, even in this state of being. It just is, and you just have a knowing of it. They are afraid that their heaven on earth will cease once we become aware. And for that, they will fight it tooth and nails. This is why they made us believe that they were doing us a favor. This is why they tried to make examples out of Kyrie. They tried to make examples out of Nick Cannon, because they wanted us to believe that they were the true power. Because they knew, the truth knows, that we are the true energy that allowed them to have this illusion, this false illusion of power. We brought heaven to earth. We brought heaven onto this plane. Translated, we brought the energetic value the ability to manifest because of our divinity that allowed them through us to have heaven on earth. If that don't shift you into your power, I don't know what will. If that don't allow you to see things for what it truly is and why they're fighting tooth and nail for us not to know who we are. Farrakhan say, if you want to talk about the truth, then we can have a discussion. But they don't want to talk about the truth because they understand that the truth is exposure. The truth will let us know something that we already know deep within, and we just have to tap into it. Who knees shall be bowing, and what tongue shall be confessing? I'm going to leave you guys with that thought. I hope that what I'm saying here tonight is not, I don't want it to be taken as to say that I'm better than anybody or we're better than anybody. No, we're benevolent beings. The beauty about us is that we allow through us for this reality to commence. And in the illusion of it all, we suffered through this entire process because we went in so far to forget ourselves. You can't love. You have to be a certain type of love to make those types of sacrifices. You, as I said yesterday, you had to be unconditional love to even come down here to the fallen, to even give the fallen the heavens on earth, to absorb the low vibrational frequencies that are down here. You had to be of unconditional love. You had to be to come down here. But if this don't move you into your power, I don't know what will. Because everything is inverted. So while Kyrie knew, whether he could articulate it or not, he knew that it was him that was allowing them to have this experience. It is us that is allowing the lower state of being to have this experience, because we are the true heavens that are on earth. That is what they do not want you to know. That is a part of what they don't want you to know. I'm sure that it's even more grander than this aspect of our awakening. I'm sure that it is. And the more that we come into the knowledge of the truth that this whole shitness thing is more inverted than what we can imagine, that is when we are going to truly step into our power. But what I want the Jewish community and all of the people that are associated with this whole illusionary state of being to know is that we have experienced the very experience that we were trying to give you heaven for. So now that we have experienced it, it is a different situation. And for all of the other beings that are out there that are looking to take over and take over our vessels in terms of thinking that we are weak, no more. No more. Blessed are those that are pure in heart, for they shall see the God that is within. You are the heavens. We are the heavens. We brought heaven on earth. That should shift you into your power. So when time they come in and try to do we are no apologies. We have been good to you. We have been good to you. Even through our persecution, even through our trials and tribulations, even through it all, even in our sleep, we have been good to you. No more. No more apologizing, family. We are going to continue to stand in our truth, because it's the truth that is liberating and setting us free. Every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. And that metaphysically saying that those who brought the heavens on earth, to those that are fallen, right? knees shall bow. Their knees shall bow. Their tongue will confess. Because once we step into our power and realize what you think they're going to do, they're going to be begging and pleading. Please, please, please. Hell, they metaverses and all that shit is not going to work. None of that shit is going to work. Because once we come into our power and know who we are, shit is, it's going to change. It's changing. It's changing. Stand in your power, walk in your truth, know thyself, know who you are, know what Farrakhan is saying without really saying. Listen to that. Listen to him in its entirety. The reason why I'm looking at Farrakhan in this particular genre of conversation as a level of expertise, because they banned him. They banned him royally. Part of the reason why Malcolm X got assassinated, there is something that the Nation of Islam knows. And he spoke coded in that address. But those who have eyes see clearly. Those who are spiritually in tune with what is going on is able to have a level of spiritual discernment to be able to decipher what is truly being said because of the energy that is carrying it. You can't, as the truth, and a person that wants to, and a being that wants to be connected to the truth, you will know when truth is being present before you, because it is you. You are the truth. You are the truth. You are the truth. Know that you are the heavens. You are the heavens on earth. You brought the heavens. If this does not move you into your power, I don't know what will. And I'm going to say it again. Farrakhan said, all we were asking, we made you millionaires. Listen to what he said now. Listen to what he said. He said, we made you millions and billions of dollars. Meaning that we allowed you to experience a version of our being. Because we are the stardust, the millions and the billions and the trillions. That is us. Because we are infinite, and all we asked you in return is to allow us to be decent. Listen to what Farrakhan is saying metaphysically. Because of us, you have experienced what is of us, even through an illusionary state of being. And all you had to do through this experience is just make it decent. And because of greed, and because you did not want to give up this experience, you held our energy hostage. You stripped us from everything. You did what you had to do. But the power, the reason why this was going to be temporary is because we are of the power. We are the heavens on earth. That is why this shit was going to be temporary. Y'all got in contact with the Zeta Grays. Y'all got in contact with all of the alien beings. You tried to procrastinate this whole thing for as long as you could. You knew that it was inevitable. You knew that it was going to be inevitable because we were the true. All that was asked of you is to make it decent. But greed got in the way. Make it decent. We are allowing you. We are allowing you, the fallen, because of the benevolence of who we are at the core of our being, to experience heavens through us. Through the heavens, because you are the heavens. That is what they don't want you to know. They want you to think that they doing you a favor. They making you a millionaire. They making you a billionaire. No. They are experiencing your millionairesses and your billionairesses through you. Through you. Through you. We are the heavens. We are the heavens. And the power that they don't want us to know about is the fact that they are having the illusion of the heavens of what we are through us. And if we become aware that we have been the heavens all along on earth, that they have been experiencing through us, and we become aware of it, what? Every knee shall bow. Every tongue shall confess. But woe is me. We have had this lower state of being as an experience and an expression. And just like Farrakhan said, maybe we should watch you before we let you back into our heart. Understand, overstand what was said. I hope that what I've said to you moves you into your power. As I've said, there's a plethora of stories that are out there. There's a plethora of things that are out there. But understand that what it is that they don't want you to remember is that you are the heavens on earth. You, us, the hierarchy of energetic value. The billionaires, the true billionaires, the true millionaires, because we are the stars. We are the universe. We are the millions and the trillions and the billions. We. And through us, they were able to have an illusionary experience. And like Farrakhan said, through us, you experienced heaven on earth. And all we asked you was to make it decent. But you got greedy. You got greedy. And you let the power get to you and you didn't want to let it go. So you conveyed yourself through all of these astrological and these zeta grades and all of these aliens to procrastinate the inevitable because you knew that it was going to be temporary. Let me explain something to you guys. If you don't stand into your power within the standing right now, I don't know what to tell you. You don't want to be there. Because guess what? You are the heavens that they are experiencing. You never had to die to go to heaven. Because you were the heavens the whole entire time. And they were experiencing the heavens through you as the hierarchy of energetic value. You brought the heavens to earth for them to experience. And they didn't want to let the shit go. That's what they don't want you to know. And I know that it's more to it. But you know what I know? I know that the inner me, it's going to come. I'm going to fall in line. I'm going to fall in alignment with it. I know that. Listen to Farrakhan again. Listen to him again. Do y'all need me to play it again so y'all can hear it again? Listen to him again. Y'all got the video. It's out there. Listen to him again. And translate what it is that he's saying. All we asked was for you to make it decent. So that you can experience the heavens on earth through us. But you got greedy. It felt so good to you, you didn't want to let it go. You didn't want to let it go. You co-conspired to all of these malevolent beings to try to hold us back, to hold us down. But you can't hold the force that's connected to the source. You can't hold the force that's connected to the source. It's because of our benevolence and our connection to the love vibration as to why we descended. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, and whomsoever believeth in him shall not perish. It is because we descended down into here to give you the opportunity to experience. I know that there are many stories out there, family. I know there it is. It's a plethora of them, but I'm telling you my story. I'm telling you my story, my interpretation. I know there's a plethora of stories out there. It's so many stories out there we could pick, choose, and refuse for every day of this year, of the year. That's how many stories are out there. But what is your story? What is your story? I don't know. I played it twice already. Hopefully this video will be able to upload because it's about 5 minutes long. And I played it twice already. I'm not going to keep up too much of you guys' time. Because I am very passionate right now in terms of how I'm feeling about what is being revealed to me in this now moment. I didn't have nothing. It just came to me, just like this. And I'm sharing it to you in the raw, as the raw crystal that I am, right? I'm sharing it with you in the raw. So I want you guys to really think about who you are and the truth of you. And the power that is vested within your being. I want you to think about it because this whole shitting ass thing is inverted. And when we move into our power, you will begin the revelation. The revelation is going to be revealed. We are in the energetic value of revelation. We are in the age of Aquarius. And I know, like I said, there are a plethora of many different stories and everybody is versed on their aspect or their energetic imprint. And I'm not denouncing that on no level. But I'm speaking my language. I'm speaking my energetic imprint. And I am sharing that aspect of my being with you guys in power. Because it's only when we start moving into our power, we're going to be able to decipher and have a level of spiritual discernment of what truly is versus what they projected in the illusion so that they could create the falsity of them having the power more so than us. Because they wanted to try to live out this fantasy for as long as they could because it felt so goddamn good. It felt so good. We make them feel good. We around here feeling like shit, but we making them feel good because they living through us. We are the energetic value that created the heavens on the earth. We are the energy. And the thing in our rise, right? In our rise, I want them bastards to remember that we're not going to forget this experience. This experience is embedded into our being. We are fully aware and cognitive of what has transpired in this experience energetically. So we are familiar with the energy. So when the knees shall bow and the tongue shall confess, because you want us to allow you. This is what Farrakhan is saying. We let you in our heart. Because if we didn't let you in our heart, you could not have experienced heaven on earth. You could not experience the billions and billions and trillions and millions, the aspect of our true beings energetically on this plane had we not descended into this state of being. That is what Farrakhan is saying from a metaphysical perspective. We trusted you. The benevolent side of us, the loving side of us in our descension into this value trusted you. So when you begin to bow, because now you're coming into your true energetic form, the revelation of it in truth, not in the illusion, because energetically on the energetic scale, you are on the underskirt of the energetic scale because of who we are. Now you're gonna want to confess. You're gonna want to tell the truth. You're gonna want to explain. You're gonna want to explain. You're gonna want to explain. Once we come into our full power, and our full state of being and our knowledge, what do you think is going to happen? Let me explain something to you. I know that there's a plethora of other alien beings out there. There's a plethora of them. We ain't the only one, but I'm going to tell you something about this energy, this energetic form, right? This energetic imprint. They want to call us human. They want to call us many different things. But what I know, without all of the other labelings, is that there's something defined about this energetic imprint. There is something that is very defined in our divinity about this energetic imprint. There is something. Now, as we move into our state of awareness, and as we grow into our state of awareness, we're going to become more conscious of our state of awareness and what that energy is. But there is something very special and very powerful about us. Know thyself and move into the truth. Blessed are those that are pure in heart, for they shall see the God that is within them. Now, I don't like to use the word God, but at the same rate, I want people to understand the power that is vested into their being so that you can understand who you are. It is something that they don't want us to know about ourselves, because once we become into that state of awareness, it will change the dynamics of what truly the illusion versus what it is, what truly is. I'm going to leave you guys on that note. Blessed to all of you guys that are here. I appreciate all that you guys, contribute, to these expressions, these energetic exchanges. They are very powerful in my most humblest of opinion. I tell you guys all the time that you guys bring out the best of me, and I appreciate all of you all the time. I love you guys immensely, right? I want you guys to rest in power. Rest in power, right? Rest in power, because you are the power. You are the very power that is Can you imagine that, y'all? Can you imagine that? It is becoming more clear and clearer by the millisecond. I love you guys in the purest. Peace be unto you all. Have an amazing evening. And I shall commence to talking with you guys. I am grateful for you all. I'm going to try, Mama. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to save it. I'll try. I'm out here sweating for you guys in this hot behind car. Y'all must know I must love y'all something special. I do. I really, truly do. And I speak into your highness. I will always speak into your highness. There's many of us, and before I go there, yes, we fucked up on a lot of shit because we done been into these frequencies and all this other kind of stuff. We have endured a lot, right? We have endured a lot. But even with me knowing all of that, I still understand there's a part of me that knows that your highness exists. And I'm going to always speak to you in your highness because I know that it's there. I'm not going to be like some of these other people that constantly tell me, oh, you going to die tomorrow. And if you don't fucked up and you done fucked up and you get your shit together. Listen, for those who are on that want to speak destruction and all that shit, you're no different than the people that is living the illusion through us. Okay? That's my opinion. But everybody got their place. Everybody got their purpose. But over here, on this side where I'm at, I'm going to always see you in your highness. I'm going to always talk to you in power. I am going to always see you in your highness because I know that it exists. That is where we are elevating, right? I'm not going to constantly remind you of where we coming from. Shit, we already in the shit. We live in the shit. We already there. So why do I want to constantly remind you of something that we're already experiencing? I'm in the position to remind you to remember of your highness because we're already having the low vibrational experience. We're in this shit. We're living it already. So why constantly keep reminding of some shit that I'm already living already? I'm already in it. I'm already in it. So I don't need no constant reminder of something that I'm already in. Allow me to remember of the elevation of myself to which that is the true form of what it is that I am. Put me in the remembrance, jar something in my mind to remind me of my higher state of being. Don't constantly remind me of some shit that I'm already in. We are already experiencing the low state of being. We are already experiencing the energetic value or the resonance of low vibration and all the experiences that can commence and manifest in low vibration. We already experiencing that. We already in it. So I'm not going to be the one to constantly remind you of shit that we already experiencing. That's just me. I love you guys immensely. Have an amazing, yes, we are elevating love. That's for sure. I love you guys, and I shall commence to talking with you guys later. Have an amazing evening, and until next time, family, I love you guys. Later.